Hey guys, so I just wanted to speak a bit about negative energy and duality and what that actually is. So there is no negative or dense energy. It's just human labels to be able to explain different states of perception. So, you know, people say, well, what about yin and yang, black and white, dark versus light? That is all part of the illusion of separation. And humans have needed those labels and those understandings up until now. But now is when things are changing. We are waking up. We are remembering who we truly are. Our full awareness is coming back online. Our full abilities are starting to come online. We are realizing that we are in new earth. So truth about reality, actual big truth about reality is starting to come online. And one of the big truths about reality is that there is no duality. Duality is part of the illusion of separation. We all have male and female energy within us. That's not separate. 1 + 1 = 3, not 2. It's always been 2 together, not 1. There is no separation. There is no duality. It's 2 together. We are connected in a oneness, not a dualness. We're not dual, we're one. We're connected in a oneness. We share the same consciousness. If you're labeling energy as bad, you're labeling yourself as bad. It is impossible for you not to label yourself as bad if you're labeling energy as bad, because again, we share the same consciousness. We are connected in a oneness. I am you. You are me. Me is us and them and we. That person that you're hating on for doing whatever it is that they did to you, from the most horrific act you think of to the most kind act that you can think of, that is you doing it to yourself. You have asked for that in some way. They are your loved one playing a role that you asked them to. You are not a victim. They are not an aggressor. And if you want out of the illusion, then you need to start accepting that. The only thing, thank you, Eric, thank you. The only, sorry, I just got a message. The only way out is through. And by going through, you embrace it all. You embrace how you feel. You embrace what you think. And then you're aware of it. You are aware of what you're thinking and feeling, how those are making you, what that feeling is and what that thought is making you feel. If it doesn't feel good, and if you know it comes from ego, give it to your spirit team. I've talked about this many times. What doesn't feel good comes from illusion. We are our higher selves. We are in new earth. We are back home. We've just forgotten, but we are starting to remember. There is no good or bad, right or wrong. It is what it is. In order for there to be negative energy, that means that energy needs to judge each other, and it doesn't. Energy only plays as we allow it to. So if we want to be in a perception where energy is negative and it can attack and humans can attack us, then energy goes, cool, I'll happily play that way. I want to play with you, so I'm going to play with you the way you want me to play with you. I'm enjoy playing the role that you're asking me to play. And the moment you say no more, I don't want to play within that illusion in that game. I just want to be within peace and love. And I can see now that I've asked for it, and I'm going to start doing the thought and energy work. And I do not, and I know, and I can see energy doesn't attack unless I ask it to. So let's not play that way anymore. Energy goes, cool. Let's not play that way anymore. I am happy within your happiness. I'm at joy and peace within your happiness. And it's all been playful, but I'm excited and happy to be playful within peace and love and joy and truth. That's what energy does. Energy plays with us as we allow it to. I keep forgetting to turn off my TV when I do this, and it annoys me. The fact that, the fact that, I was getting a phone call, the fact that, oh my God, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the fact that I just got annoyed by the TV. That's illusion, and that's my ego kicking in, and I recognize that. So do the thought work. I feel annoyed at the TV and frustrated with myself that I didn't turn so I'm frustrated with myself that I didn't turn the TV off, and I'm annoyed that it was flashing colors because it's distracting and it's annoying for the viewers, and I should have turned it off in the first place. And I'm putting that ball of what I just thought into Eric's heart chakra along with the rest of my team. So I'm just visualizing doing it there. Anything that doesn't feel good is part of the illusion, is part of duality, is part of anything that doesn't feel good that seems of duality, separation, pain, suffering is part of the illusion. It is not real. I am breaking out of that illusion now. I want out ASAP. So I will not play within that illusion. The moment I started accepting that I create my reality, energy only plays with me the way I allow it to. Those who have attacked me are playing roles that I've asked them to. And then I started doing the thought and energy work, the appreciation work, working on my self-love. That's when I started blasting up. That's when I stopped waking up from the perceived attack from energy, like waking up from my sleep. That's when I stopped having humans come at me in certain ways. I still have humans coming at me, but I can see how it's my reflection. And at the same time, I actually have more humans coming to me with love and support than I ever have in my entire life. And that's happening more than the other. The only time people have really come at me lately is I can see strongly how it's my reflection coming at me and it's roles I've asked them to play to help me blast up. And I thank them for it. I still have the illusion that I'm playing with some pain with some scenarios, but I also very much am thanking them for it. Even with the pain, I work through the pain, I give it to my team, and then when I'm able to, I send them the thanks. Energy plays as we allow it to. We ask for everything we go through. That can be a really hard pill to swallow. I struggled with accepting that for a little while. It can be hard. It can be hard to accept and understand. I get it. I've been there. And that's just it, guys. The thing is, everything I'm speaking on, it's coming from experience. I'm not just talking out my ass. I have been there. I have been there. And I'm not playing it that way anymore. I have been in hell along with the rest of you, but I'm being pulled out of it. And it's not that I'm just being pulled out of it. I'm actually working my way out. I'm actually working my way out. See, and even right now, because again, I'm not wearing a bra and I showed off some of my body and I'm just like, oh, I should delete this and start over. No, that's again part of the illusion of suffering and chaos and judgment. I need to break that out. So as much as I want to delete this and start over, I'm going to keep it up. Who cares? Here, fine. There, side boob. Who gives a fuck? Why do I care so much? Because we've been programming ourselves from day one that we need to hide because we're separate and we judge and we attack. We don't. We've asked our loved ones to do that to us, to play a role in our movie for various reasons. I don't hide my shit. Everyone has shit that they've got to work through. And until you decide to let that shit go and work on your baggage and accept that it's your baggage, and then say, I'm ready to let this baggage go, you're going to be stagnant. You're going to be stuck within that illusion that you're playing in. You're not going to be able to break out of it because where we're headed, where we technically are and what we're trying to break back into, it vibrates too fast. It vibrates too fast, and that stuff vibrates too low. At the same time, it's not real. So it's not even that it vibrates too low. It's just that it's not real. And it's just remembering that it's not real. And remembering our full awareness and full abilities. We're already there. There is no separation. The chaos isn't true. It's not real. It's kind of a paradox, but that's just it. Paradoxes and contradictions are perfect because you're in a space of complete open doors. We've played out every scenario you can think of. Reality is infinite and limitless. But that's just it. It's playing a role. in a simulation. And what's not good, what doesn't feel good, what looks as chaos, pain, suffering, wasn't even real in the first place. It was a passing thought that we had in our head, and we agreed to indulge in that thought together. And we just forgot that it was just a passing thought. We forgot that it wasn't bad that we decided to think about it. It wasn't bad that we indulged in it together. It is what it is. Now, it's like what I've also said. We can absolutely keep up boundaries if we need to. I've recently blocked a few people because I felt I needed to in that moment, in that now. And I still have them blocked because in this now I feel like they need to remain blocked. And that's fine. At the same time, I am very aware that they are roles that I've played, that I've asked them to play, rather. They are roles that I've asked them to play, and it's a reflection of my shit. And I do the thought and energy work with it, and I send them thanks. Boundaries are okay if you need them in this perception, but be aware of what it actually is and do the work. No one's broken, no one's being attacked, no one needs to be fixed, no one needs to be healed. It's a matter of letting go of shit that isn't true and that doesn't serve you because it's not true. It's letting go of things that you're holding on to. Even with energy clearing and cord cutting, it's not energy clearing and cord cutting things that others have put on you that you can't let go of. It's energy and clear cutting. It's energy clearing and cord cutting. If someone has put it on you, it's because you've asked them to. And it's so therefore, and including that means even with that, saying with that, it is, even with that, what energy clearing and cord cutting actually is, along with what I just said, clearing off things that people put on you that you've asked them to. My ears just started ringing. Both ears are ringing right now, especially this one. My ears are ringing as I'm saying this. What it actually is energy clearing and cutting cords on what you're gripping onto. The energy clearing cord cutting that I've had done on me is helping me. It's for me to let go of stuff that I keep holding on to from others, which is technically myself also. Any of these cords that were put on me, I asked them to be put on me, whether I remember it or not. In some way, whether it was my higher self, like myself before I entered into this, or some other way, I have asked in some way for those cords to be put on me, and I've been gripping onto them hard. So cord cutting and energy clearing is helping you. It helps you to let that stuff go. It's another tool to use to let go of the baggage you're holding on to so you can keep blasting up. You are not a victim. And I will never look at any of you as a victim. Why do you want to be looked at as a victim? Because it feels good when you're being comforted. Think about it. We enjoy being comforted when we are looked at as a victim. It feels good because we are craving that love that we truly are, but we've been so afraid to face it because we feel so much guilt for indulging in this, but we don't need to feel that guilt anymore. We never needed to in the first place, but now we're remembering that. You're not a victim. You're not an aggressor. They are not victims. They are not aggressors. All roles being beautifully played within the simulation that we all agreed to indulge in. And energy will only play as you allow it to. You create your reality. The external is the internal projected outward. Control your thoughts, control your reality. Embrace how you feel. Embrace exactly how you feel. Embrace all of it. But then be aware of what you're feeling. Be aware of the thoughts that go with it. Be aware if it's with an illusion and ego. And if it is, give it to your team. So then they can sweep it away and then they can wiggle into that empty space and fill it with truth. You project that truth outward and it's reflected back at you. You create your reality. You're not a victim and you're not an aggressor. All right? I love you all very much. Thank you for everything. And as always, have a wonderful now.